this free agency we could see a lot of off-season trades, with free agency gearing up not to be as active as it was in past years thanks to a projected cap decrease and a shortage of transcendent players. The draft class itself being pretty underwhelming. The trade market might be the one place to find transformational talent. From draft picks to established stars, the trade market should have something for everyone. And in this video, we will compile the best of the best by identifying the top trade assets. Let's just get right into it. At number 5, we have Myles Turner. If the Pacers organization were somehow to be injected with a giant truth serum, they might concede that Myles Turner isn't as great of a frontcourt fit alongside first-time All-Star Sabonis. They may already know this, and the fact that they keep stiff-arming any potential trade proposal for him is a testament to his own talent. Turner is not a household name, nor is he a star by any traditional measures. And with a career average of only about 13 points per game, you're probably wondering why he got the 5th spot and not Kyle Kuzma or John Collins. This is also taking place in the greater context of the small ball revolution, where players like Kuzma and Collins should be much more coveted than a supposed traditional big man like Turner. But this postseason has shown that an evolved big who is a perimeter threat is actually immensely valuable. And if you think about the boxes a modern big needs to check, shooting, rebounding, rim protection, and defending in space, Turner not only surges ahead of Kuzma and Collins, he threatens to lap them multiple times. Using the unicorn combo of shooting and shot blocking, Turner offers a blend like few others ever had. Last season, he became the 3rd player ever to tally 75 threes and 175 blocks. He has the mobility to handle defensive switches, and when he's not sharing the front court with Sabonis, Turner averages 9.5 boards and 20 points per 36 minutes. For any club coveting a contemporary center, Turner should be on the short list of his top targets. Given everything he brings to the team, the $18 million annual salary he'll collect through 2022 to 2023 is more than reasonable. If Indiana finally splits up his front court, more than a few teams might regard Turner as their missing piece. Celtics. Next we got Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert looks like a franchise centerpiece for the Utah Jazz. While he just debuted as an All-Star in this season, he already had 3 All-Defensive selections, 2 All-NBA honors, and a pair of Defensive Player of the Year awards secured before it started. With all of these accolades, he might have more paths out of Salt Lake City than you think. In this video, we aren't going to really talk about the whole coronavirus drama and how Mitchell and him might not be on the best of terms, because there are many economic reasons to wonder if Gobert could be on the move. He'll be super max eligible this offseason. At the same time, Mitchell is eligible for his own max extension. Paying both will be definitely tricky for a small market club, especially in this financial climate where the cap space itself isn't known and probably on the decrease. If forced to choose, it's tough to picture the Jazz picking the 28-year-old interior center over the 23-year-old shot creator and 20-point scorer, especially with what he has accomplished in this past postseason. If Utah made that decision now, every defensively deficient team should place a bid. Gobert will always have offensive limitations, but he has elite strengths on defense. Next, we have the Warriors' 1st round pick. The Warriors are open for business. Assuming a return to strength for Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, they should be right back in the championship race next season. That's a very tricky environment to throw any rookie into. That's why the club will most likely be looking to shop this pick. And yes, this draft class isn't brimming with obvious future stars, but a top pick is still a top pick. And it's not like this draft lacks intrigue. LaMelo Ball should be in contention for the top 10 passer list the first time he steps onto an NBA court. Anthony Edwards flashes the shot-making maneuvers of a go-to scorer and the physical tools of a multi-positional stopper. James Wiseman himself is an athletic 7-foot rim runner who might eventually have handles and a jumper. There are interesting players on the board, and if Golden State snags the #1 picks and put it up for grabs, it could spark a fairly spirited bidding war. Next, we got my man Jrue Holiday. The Pelicans seem no rush to deal Holiday, even though he was reportedly available in December, where even the Nuggets put out their own trade proposal. Holiday stayed put though through the trade deadline, and is a key cog for one of the Western Conference's most exciting teams. Holiday is a really good player. He's a 30-year-old who is not a #1 option on a championship team, and those type of players should never be considered untouchable except for a few explicit circumstances. Holiday's game would be an easy, seamless fit on virtually any roster, and his skills are sharp enough to nudge a team from good to really good or great. He can run an offense, find his own shots, and space the floor. He can also boast that he is a 2-time all-defensive honoree. He can pester players at either guard spot or switch on almost anyone. He is one of the best defenders in the league regardless of position. No, a contender won't need that much from Holiday every night, but the fact that he has it all in his bag means that he can mold his game to fit any situation. Save for his age, his trade appeal is almost perfect. At number 1, we got Bradley Beal. And I'm sorry for the Washington fans in here, man, but there's no quieting all the Bradley Beal trade talks, no matter how hard your general manager continues to say he's not for sale. It's just that Bradley Beal has elite skills that every contender would love to add to its equation. His defense might have slipped a bit. That was only so he can launch his offensive numbers into absurdity. And with that opportunity came some of his best stats in his whole career. 30.5 points and 6 assists per game. In the process, he became just the 12th player ever to average 30 and 6. If Beal can get in his groove if Beal can regain his defensive skills, he would be the best realistically available trade asset by a mile. If he can't, he'll still get the honor for his point production prowess. With abilities to work on or off the ball and score from literally anywhere on the court, he is just as potent in the spotlight as he is as playing as a secondary star. If the Wizards ever field offers for him, they could put an astronomically high price tag on him. If you made it to the end of this video, you are a basketball intellectual. Consider subscribing if you like the content, but one thing that is not negotiable is put something down in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. I try to respond to each and every comment, man. And yeah, stay safe. See you later.
Peasant out, Pluto. Peasant out, Pluto.